Today, our genetics are a mix of everything. We are not one specific thing, and our genetic manifestation can go anywhere from those extremes. So if you had spoiler alert, there is no such thing as the best diet. As mentioned earlier, I'm going to be breaking this section down into three different sections. We're going to be talking about genetic variability, geographical variability, and psychological variability. The second thing that we're going to be discussing is geographical variability. Prior to the Neolithic Revolution, you couldn't get Florida oranges in Russia. So we pretty much had to eat whatever was available to us in our geography. If you grew up closer to the poles, you had plenty of access to animal fats and proteins, but not very much access to fruits and vegetables, and vice versa. If you grew closer to the equator, the climate facilitated the growth of fruits and vegetables. So you had a plentiful amount of fruits and vegetables that you could consume. So you would have consumed a higher amount of carbohydrates. Depending on where your parents are from, that's going to kind of dictate what is going to be the optimal diet for you, because we inherit our genetics from our parents. If all of your ancestors grew up near the poles, you might thrive on a high protein, high fat diet because that is what they became accustomed to. And if all of your parents and ancestors that grew up close to the equator, you might thrive on a higher carbohydrate diet because their geography facilitated the growth for that. So they would have consumed a lot more carbohydrates in their diet. Today, our genetics are a mix of everything. We are not one specific thing, and our genetic manifestation can go anywhere from those extremes. So if you had some ancestors from the north, some ancestors closer to the equator, we could go anywhere from a high protein, high fat to a high carbohydrate diet. And there's going to be a lot of wiggle room. So you're really going to have to find what works best for you, and you're going to have to do a lot more experimentation. And the third thing that we're going to discuss now is psychological variability. That was just a tiny taste of what can be found in my members only section. If you enjoyed it, become a member for only $5 a month to get access to hundreds of member only videos.